the 12 days of candy. And today we are making coconut balls. Can you say that? No. No coconut balls?
Coconut balls.
Can you say day 3? All right. Okay. And can you tell them your name? What's your name? Charlotte Spradlin. And what does Grandma and Grandpa call you? Chachi. So this is my 3-year-old granddaughter. Her name is Chachi, and she's going to help Grandma make coconut balls, which are coconut bonbons, and we're just going to have a good time making them. The first thing we got to do is we've got to put them in this bowl, and I'm going to make sure I say this because I had a lovely lady today leaving me the ounces of the crock pot candy, and I realized I didn't say what they are, so I'm going to slow down and make sure that you guys know exactly what I'm using. That is a spatula, and we're going to use that in just a little bit.
What's
This
this?
is a 7-ounce bag of sweet and moist coconut, and I'm not making a whole lot of these because a lot of mine don't like coconut, but Grammy does. Grammy loves some coconut. You like coconut? Say yes.
Yes.
Say holla.
Hiya.
Oh, it's fun to have grandchildren, I tell you. Okay, you're going to pour this in here, Miss Chachi Poo. Pour that in the bowl. Can you do it? Pour it in the bowl. And this is a lovely thing for little ones to help you with because you don't really mess with anything that's hot until you're chocolate covered them. And they can still semi-help with that. You're going to get to use the IKEA spoon. I hand you the scepter to you, my love. Okay. Grandma's going to put this in here because it's sticky. It's a sticky mess. And now we're using a 14-ounce can of condensed milk. And we're going to add all of that in there. Let Grandma get it all added first. Oh, tell them how good it looks. Does it look delicious?
Yeah.
Say, it's delicious.
It's delicious.
It's delicious. Okay, let Grandma. This is what I'm going to use a spatula for because we got to get every bit of that out of that can. Okay?
It's all sticky like that.
Yeah. Are you going to stir that up for Grandma?
Yeah.
For Grammy? Okay. So, now, I had somebody ask me an interesting question the other day. How did I come up with the name Grammy Nene for my cooking channel? Well, I will tell you. My name is Renee, but my family gave me the nickname. I'm Southern, and all Southern people have nicknames, or they go by 2 names. You're going to stir. Can you stir it? Good job. Let Grandma kind of show you. Do it like that and get it stirred. And while Chachi is doing the lovely stirring, I will finish telling you the story. So my name is Nene to most of my family. I still have a few people.
Look at me.
She's telling Grandpa what we're doing. So anyway, and then whenever I became a grandma 4 years ago, her brother, who's 4 years old, made me a grandmother. I became Grammy. So I'm Grammy Nene. And so when I made my cooking channel, Grammy Nene is probably, Mother is a good name that I got called Mommy. Huh? Yeah, you just keep stirring. Can you stir? Stir, stir, stir. You're doing a great, fantastic job. I just love that name, so I used it for my YouTube channel. And I just want to say to all of you who are new, because I've had a lot of new subscribers in the last few days, welcome, welcome, welcome. And I am so happy to have you. Miss Lori has blessed me by naming me on her channel and having me be able to meet so many wonderful new friends. And I'm glad to have you. What, baby? You can't do it with your hand. We're going to do this with our hand. You want Grandma to steer it? See, we got to steer it. And right now you guys can't really see anything, but what you're doing is you're just incorporating that condensed milk into that coconut. I'm going to move you closer when we start making, I don't know if I will because my 13-year-old's coming in, but you will be up close and personal whenever we're putting these into the chocolate because you're going over to the stove with me. But I just thought you guys might enjoy seeing an angel tonight. Grandpa, can you please come in here and look at this mixture? She's trying to take it off the table so she can show you what she's done. Grandpa Harold's got to come and see. Chachi always has to show old Grandpa what she's done because she's Grandpa's girl. Grandpa's coming. Grandpa, can you come in here
What
and
are you
stand right
doing?
here?
Yeah.
Come here and see what she's done.
Wow. What
She's-
is that?
She has mixed in the condensed milk with the coconut. Now we have to put it in the refrigerator and let it get cold so that we can make balls out of it. Okay?
Oh.
So that's what we're going to do. But welcome to all the new subscribers. All right. We'll be right back. We're going to put this in the freezer. And then when we come back, we're going to have another guest. My 13-year-old is going to come out and help make candy tonight. Like I said, this is a family tradition. And some of the other stuff I've kind of done on my own.
I'll do it.
You're going to do it? You want to put the lid on it? And we're going to put this in the... Hey, we're back. We've let this sit in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes. And I just want to give you a tip. Sometimes it is really still really wet. I mean, you basically... Sometimes we used to make them into balls and freeze them. I just didn't want to have to go outside. I'm trying to do it. So I'm going to give you some tips. If you have one of those scoops, the ice cream scoops that you use, or the cookie scoops, you can scoop this out into balls and put it on a tray, set it in the freezer for about 30 to 45 minutes, and then it's going to be perfect for dipping. But we're kind of in a time crunch because we're doing this after work. I have to work till 5:30. And my precious here has to go to bed at 8 o'clock. And so she's came over to have supper with us tonight, and then we have to make this candy, and then we have to get her back home so she can go to sleep tonight. And then this one can stay up a little bit later, but she's got homework to do. So we're going to make these in a hurry, and I'm just going to kind of give you some tips because you may be in a hurry to make Christmas candy too. So this is maybe something that will help you. So if it's a little wet, and this is still a little wet, I'm going to sprinkle a little powdered sugar in it. Just a little bit. And I'm going to mix it up. Are you watching me? Are you learning?
Yeah.
Are you going to remember how to do this when Grandma's old and gray?
Yeah.
And you're going to make these for me?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you're a little good granddaughter.
But this
You going to make
sugar
these for
here-
Mama? No. She's probably telling the truth.
I'll let Charlotte take care of that.
You'll let Charlotte do it.
Let's go put them on there.
Well, what we're going to do now is we're going to let Grandma test it first, okay? I'm going to get me some powdered sugar on my hand. It's not going to hurt to go over the bowl with it. You're going to need a lot because these are, for some reason,
Mommy
these just
has
really
some.
wet. Usually it's not. Hold on, give it
Charlotte. Give me a minute, Charlotte.
And then we're going to roll them into a ball. And Grandma's going to give you some to roll into a ball. And then we're going to put them right here. That may be a little on the big side. Grandma's supposed to let you get dirty. Don't you worry. Let me do another one. A little bit of powdered sugar. And a little rolling. It does let you roll them. But it is easier if you have a cookie scoop. I don't have a cookie scoop. Of all the things I have, I don't have a cookie scoop. I've just never got one. Okay, you ready? And if you make a mess, this is plastic. Grandma can wipe it up. So let's let you do yours on this. Aunt May, your hands good and clean?
Yeah.
Here. Get you some powdered sugar. Rub your hands together. Oh, you got your hands rubbed together? Okay, let Grandma give you some coconut. Here, get it together. Now make a ball. Make a ball. Roll it in a ball. Soft hands. Okay, now. Sometimes it's just the playing. Do you know? Sometimes it's just the getting in the
Did I
kitchen,
not do enough?
making a mess. No, you need more. You need a little bit more. You put it in your hands and you roll it in a ball. And we're probably going to have to, before we dip these in
I
chocolate.
can't do it.
You can't do it? Let Grandma do it. Here. Did you make a mess on your hands? Here, get some of this powdered sugar. Put your hands over the plate. Grandma's going to sprinkle your hands. Now do it. Now see if you can do it. And roll it in a ball. Is it working?
Yeah.
Are you having fun? You can play with it. Just play with that. Like I said, sometimes when you're doing with your little ones, it's just making a mess, having a good time.
I need some
You don't press. You do a
I
light
need some
rolling.
peptides, guys.
You need some paper towels? How about licking them and see if they taste good? She needs some paper towels, guys. But we're going to get this done. Grandma's going to make some balls. We're going to get them back in the freezer. That's pretty good. And that's a
Give
little
me
bit too
peptide,
much.
guys.
Okay. Hold on just a second. Just play with it for just a minute.
Okay.
And then we'll get you cleaned up, okay?
Mm.
Did you taste it to see if it tastes good?
Mm.
We're making them. they're coming along. But like I said, it really needs to make the balls with a scoop that you've a cookie scoop that you've sprayed and put in there. And I tell you, some of these cookies, these candies, I haven't made in a long time. I make some of my things I make every year is the hot pot candy, the peanut butter balls that I'm going to make for you guys. All of the barks I make. We make peanut butter no bake cookies. Even though it's a cookie, we consider that one of our candies. I'm going to be making that for you guys too.
It's a mess right there.
It's a mess right there. It's okay. Grandma will clean the mess. And we're just going to make these, and then I'm going to transfer these into the. Some of these are going to be humongous. Some of them are going to be humongous. But like I said, we're just making a small batch of these tonight, so you guys can kind of see how they turn out. And and what it is if you're rolling them, you have to roll them with a soft hand when they're sticky, and they're rolling them. We'll take you to the sink in a minute. We're gonna wash your hands up. Can you tell the people that you go to school?
I go to school, people.
All of our good friends, she goes to school, and she knows her colors.
I know what my colors is purple.
What color's your shirt?
Brown.
Good enough.
Well, that's good enough. Yeah. What color's that truck?
Red.
Red. That's right. And
Your shirt's yellow.
can you tell them how old you are?
How old are you, Charlotte?
4.
3. Not quite 4.
And Jackson's 4.
He's 4. That's right. Okay. Right now, this batch made, not counting what's on our hands, because we've had a wonderful time. You had a good time doing it?
Mm-hmm.
We've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We've made 14. But basically, let me tell you how you do it, because I have made it before. And like I said, we kind of got in a hurry tonight. We were all excited to make them. 1 can of condensed milk, 1 package of sweetened coconut, a cookie scoop. Scoop them out onto a cookie sheet on parchment paper. Put them into the freezer for 45 minutes to an hour. Then you can take them out and you can dip them into your chocolate, and you have made coconut bonbons. We are going to dip these for you. I don't know if she'll be here when we do it or not, or if she's already had to go home. But I already have some chocolate slowly melting in my double boiler on the stove. He's in the living room. We're going to go wash our hands in just a minute. But anyway, I will be back in a few minutes after these have frozen, and we're going to dip them in chocolate, and then we're going to taste them and see how good they are. We'll be right back. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening, because Grammy has had a wonderful evening. I got to have a visit with one of my grandbabies, and my 13-year-old came out of the bedroom, and at first I didn't recognize her. I was like, who is that? I'm just kidding. But it was nice to have her come out and help, because she seldom comes out and helps me in the kitchen. Right now, she'll come back around. She's just at that age where she likes to hang out in her room and listen to music. I was there at one time. My mama missed me too. And then I crawled out of the hole, and she was like, hi, baby. So that's how I'm going to be. All right. So let me tell you what happened. So these didn't get to sit in the freezer long enough because they were just in too big of a hurry to get them done. So they're not pretty. But the directions that I gave you are good directions. 7 ounces of coconut, a can of condensed milk, mix it together, use a cookie scoop, scoop it onto parchment paper, freeze it for 45 minutes to an hour, and then you can put them in your chocolate balls. I think we only did 45 minutes to an hour for the whole thing. I'm going to show you these because I'm proud of these. My little granddarling and my sweet 13-year-old girl helped me make these. So I've already dipped them in the chocolate because I just couldn't let you guys be a part of that disaster because we were rolling wet balls around in chocolate. And it was a sight. But they taste good. So I'm going to show you one. And they are humongous. And like I said, you need one of the cookie scoops. I usually just put it in the freezer and then I spoon it out with a regular spoon. I freeze the whole batter, just like I tried to do. And then I use a spoon to scoop it out, like a teaspoon or a tablespoon, depending on the size you want. So let me show you what we've got here. Now when I show you these, you're going to think I'm showing you a mountain range, because they're huge. They're ginormous. They should be, this almost should make 3 of them. Now, if you like them humongous, that's fine. They're going to taste good. We're going to eat them. And I wasn't making these to go into a gift box or anything like that. This was just a small batch that I was doing for my day 3 of candy, because we used to make these. Now, let me tell you one more tip, because I don't want these videos to be so long that you guys get bored with me. Once you freeze them, you can add a little bit of food coloring to them. You can divide them up into bowls. You could do some red and some green so that when you bite into them, you can also cover them with a white bark and have it colored. So it'll be beautiful. You can make them very, very beautiful. I just did a basic thing. 1 7-ounce thing of bag of coconut and 1 small can of the condensed milk. And here we go. I had some leftover chocolate because I used a whole pack of the almond bark. I wasn't for sure how much it was going to take to cover those mountains, but I had some left, so I actually took and made some bark, and these has got peanut butter cookies in there and some pretzels. So tonight you get a bonus. You get 2 candies for the price of 1. All right. So I'm going to break this up, let you kind of get a look at this. I'll be putting this on my Instagram. Just some photos. I do some photos on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram if you like. Let's see if these are good. Let's break this up. Oh, that is beautiful. I like my bark to have lots of stuff in it. This is still a little soft, but it ain't going to be none of this left. But I'm going to put it on a pretty plate and put that on Instagram for you, for your enjoyment and your pleasure. I just want to say thank you guys for joining me tonight, and I hope you enjoyed the video with my grandbabies, because I do have to throw them in when I'm doing Christmas candies, because that's the point of Christmas candies. It's the tradition and passing on those family memories. One day I will be gone. I will be with the Lord in heaven, and my grandbabies will be on this earth, and they will have wonderful memories with me. And that's what I pray, because I had 2 of the best grandmas in the whole world, and they are gone on to be with the Lord. And these candies and these traditions are things that were passed down from them to me. So you guys have a wonderful evening. Tonight, think about somebody that you love. Cherish them in your heart. Have a good memory. Until next time, I love you, and I'm Grammy Nene. Have a good night.